well-spoken, and I think that he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like, he made a terrible mistake, and you could see that it was like really eating him up.
Yep.
And so, I mean, I haven't watched him play a ton, but
my counter to that would be, here's the pro and the con. The pro is he's reacting the right way. You love to see the emotion from a loss. He truly cares about winning. He's got that competitive spirit that you like to have.
Right.
The con is he's done nothing this year that makes me feel like, yes, he's going to be a good quarterback.
Right.
So he's athletic, so what? We've seen a million athletic guys.
Yeah.
Tanner Mangum had an incredible freshman season. Historically, the best start to a quarterback career that you can have at BYU, and he didn't turn out to be very good.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that he has done that has made me think, yes, this is the guy that's going to take us to the next level for the next 4 years. He very well could. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying...
You're not sold.
I'm not sold.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I don't think anyone should be sold on a guy who's only played a few games.
Exactly.
And he's a freshman, so...
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay. Hey, Juan, should we just go on right after the anthem then? We kind of blew our moment.
What is it about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking? Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside the UCCU Center, where the Wolverines are hosting their first game of the season against UCSB. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Matthew Biamonte today. First game of the year. The place is packed with a handful of elementary schools, something that they do a few times a season. Definitely brings a fun atmosphere. It becomes really electric in here. But, Matt, I got to ask you, what do you expect from the Wolverines in their first game of the year with so many newcomers?
If I'm being totally honest, I don't know what to expect. If you look at the starting lineup, there's 4 true freshmen along with Jordan Holland. So the one thing that I think we can reasonably expect from this Wolverines team is a heavy dosage of Jordan Holland.
Yeah.
She was one of the biggest surprises of last year's team, and she's going to become a much more prominent player on both ends of the floor for the Wolverines. So outside of Jordan Holland, I think we're in for a bit of a surprise this morning. But I am looking forward to seeing Jordan Holland take that next step and become the leader of this team.
You know, she's going to have to. Utah Valley loses Mariah Seals as well as Taylor Christensen, who combined almost 30 points a game for the Wolverines last season. So Holland has got to have a big season. And there's a handful of newcomers that, like you said, we just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, who's going to step up and play big. And there's a couple of Wolverines out tonight. Gabrielle Leos is not playing, as well as Allie Bates. So great opportunity for these young players to really step up and make a name for themselves early.
You had a chance to speak with Coach Nixon before this game. What did she say to you about this year's squad?
Yeah, so first thing she said, she gave me a big old hug, said, "Hi, how you doing?" And then she was like, I think you're going to like this new team I got here. Gave me a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink thing. So what that means, I have no idea, but I'm excited to see this team play. They look like they're hungry. I've been following them on social media. They've been working really hard, utilizing that new training facility that was just recently built. So looks like they've taken full advantage, and I think we're in for a fun game today.
I'm looking forward to an opportunity that the Wolverines have, and it's a unique one for this team. They have so many home games to start this season. I think that is really wise by Coach Nixon because it's a young team.
Yeah.
There are 7 newcomers, returning red shirts, and 5 of them are true freshmen, and we're just going to see 4 of them in the starting lineup. The first 6 games for UVU, it's at home, and their farthest road trip before Christmas is in Pocatello. So there's an opportunity to kind of gel early at home. I think that's really smart by Coach Nixon, and I'm really interested to see how that impacts the chemistry of this year's team.
I think this is the first year, as long as we've been doing this, that they've had a home stand like that to start the season. Usually they go on the road, play a lot of really tough games, and then come home for a little while. So totally the opposite this season. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. You hope that they're going to have a solid home stand and not have to go on the road after some losses, but it's yet to be determined. And when you look at UC Santa Barbara, only one returning starter. They had another player in Coco, I forget her last name, Coco Miller, who actually was out last season due to injury. She would have started, so she's back, averaged 9 points a game when she was playing. So very new teams for both of them, and it's going to be a game of feeling each other out. And on to the game we go. The starters are on the floor. Utah Valley in their white jerseys, green trim, green numbers, and you have UCSB in their royal blue with the yellow trim, white numbers, and we are ready for the tip. Matt, you want to go ahead and give us the starters for the visiting Gauchos?
Starting is number 1, a guard, Parrish Jones. Also starting number 2, a guard, Bree Anugwam. Also starting at guard, number 15, Tal Sahar. Also starting at guard, number 23, Coco Miller. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 32, Natalie Bruning.
Utah Valley able to force a turnover on the first possession, but starting for Utah Valley is number 3, Maria Carvalho. Also starting is number 22, Emma Jones. Number 14, Eve Braz'less. Also starting number 35, Jordan Holland, and rounding out the starters for Utah Valley is number 40, Josie Williams. Utah Valley able to score first.
Love the ball movement on that opening possession from Utah Valley. Several passes before the...
Utah Valley able to force yet another turnover. They are off and running in the fast break. Look like Carvalho faked it and then tried to dish it off at the last minute, but we'll have a kick ball, and Utah Valley will take it out under the basket.
Would have been nice in that situation for her to go for the layup as the defender had committed to the pass,
yes.
But nevertheless, possession still in favor of the Wolverines.
Carvalho inbounds to Emma Jones. Carvalho, one of the true freshmen on the team, starting at point guard. Braz'less will swing it over to the corner. Holland deep inside, tries going up, no whistle. A little bit of contact, but Utah Valley coughs it up.
Nice defensive play there by Tal Sahar of Santa Barbara. Couple swipes and was able to strip the ball.
They tried dumping it down inside, and another turnover. It's been turnover city for Santa Barbara so far. Skip pass to the corner. Jordan Holland. Corner three is a little too long, and a battle for the rebound. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a quality shot. No complaints. I will say I would have liked to have seen the ball dumped down to Josie Williams, who had run the floor exceptionally well after forcing that turnover. I think that's one of those little things where when you get a defensive play from your center, maybe reward them with a touch down low.
Right. I think one of the biggest momentum swingers in basketball is feeding the person who caused the turnover. A great elbow jumper by Jones as Utah Valley goes up 4-0.
Maybe she is going to fill that Taylor Christensen role kind of with the mid-range.
That was Taylor's specialty. That mid-range jumper was what she was about. That in defense. An offensive rebound goes back to UCSB. Miller will swing the ball over to Jones.
You're seeing a defensive zone right now from the Wolverines that is forcing Santa Barbara to play a perimeter game, and right now that's definitely favoring the Wolverines.
Carvalho will go down into the right corner. Kind of gets herself trapped, but they dump it down inside to Williams. Ball is stripped, and we'll have another jump ball.
Possession will stay with, no, they're going to give it to Santa Barbara. Looks like the possession arrow here in the arena was incorrect, so we apologize for that. Santa Barbara, they've got to find a way to penetrate to the rim. Right now they are completely relying on the three-point field goal. They are 0 of 2 from downtown, and they've only taken 2 shots. They've both been three-point attempts, so the turnovers and the lack of quality looks inside is making it hard for them to score.
Both teams have been really scrappy so far, getting into the passing lanes, and again right there, Jones, I love the arm stretched out. Great job to split the defenders, though, and the easy dump down inside. Looks like Bruning was unable to finish. She gets her own rebound and will head to the free throw line. First free throws of the game for either team.
And that's what Santa Barbara needed. I mentioned that before the possession began, but they were desperately looking for a high percentage field goal, and they got one. That was a great split by Paris Jones, and then a beautiful pass. Unfortunate it didn't result in a bucket for the Gauchos, but that's the kind of offense they need to look for if they want to have success here on the road in their first ever meeting against the Wolverines in Orem, Utah.
Yes. I think Paris, you said it before, Paris Jones did a nice job of splitting the defenders. Look to Utah Valley to trap and then have someone sneak up to try and snag the ball in the passing lane. And I think she read that beautifully and was able to sneak through and then dump it off to the open player. Holland up top is going to swing it on over. Cortez played a big role in the team last season, and
she was quite an offensive boost for
this
team last year, and they're going to need that boost again, especially with those 2 injuries that you mentioned in the pregame. They're a little thin, so anything they can get from Cortez off the bench is a big bonus for this Wolverines team.
Sahar tries to skip it across. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Matt. Drive and kick. Baseline jumper is good from Sahar. First basket of the game
Field
for
goal.
Santa Barbara.
They did get 1 free throw. But that was a beautiful shot, and that's what they're looking for. Open, uncontested field goals.
Holland on the block. Goes inside, kick out.
This is going to be quite a matchup with Holland. She's giving up a few inches to Bruning, and so we're going to have to see how Holland adjusts to that.
Left corner is Lee. Back up top to Paris. And I think we're going to have an offensive foul. No, a travel first. It could have been an offensive foul, which I got to say, if you didn't watch this team last year, Jordan Holland is the queen of drawing offensive fouls.
Leah Harvey has subbed into the game for the Wolverines, along with number 11, Kiana De Los Santos. Both of them saw action last season.
They did. They both came off the bench, but had big roles on the team. Got to imagine those roles will increase this season. Nice
What
turn
a move.
inside.
Wow, that was a pretty play there from Braz'less. Kind of the hesitation, 180 spin, wide open look.
Cortez gets a hand in the passing lane. Nice job. She goes one-on-one, scores the hoop and the harm. The Wolverines will go to the line.
Beautiful finish from Cortez, and she had a nice little move there where she had, I hesitate to call it a Euro step, but let's look at the replay. Just a nice little inside move there to cut back to the basket.
It looked like it was going to turn into a Euro step, but it didn't need to, so I don't think she did. It was just a little hesitation, but great job finishing too.
She is one of the most prolific scorers on this team, and if she can kind of become that typical sixth man, that would be a big bump for this Wolverine team, which wasn't picked to do well in the Wack media preseason polls, but there's so many newcomers, it's really hard to predict what they're going to do. I have a feeling they're going to surprise a lot of people.
I think so too. Utah Valley was picked to finish 8th by the coaches and 5th by the media. And there were no UVU players on the first or second all-WAC preseason teams. So, I'm sure that the players saw those. I'm sure that Coach Nixon saw it. And, you play with a chip on your shoulder and you have something to prove. Sometimes those teams are the most dangerous.
And let's not forget, a year ago, they didn't have the best conference record, but they still were able to make noise in the conference tournament. And they were a basket away from going to the championship game.
Right.
So I think Coach Nixon has proven throughout her coaching tenure that her teams, they get better as the year goes along. And I think we're going to see the same thing here with a young team with a lot of pieces that will have to fit together into the puzzle she's hoping to finish.
Sophia Jacobson in for the Wolverines, which I just learned that she is one of quadruplets in her family. Missed jumper by Harvey. Still 8-3 in favor of the Wolverines.
I like the Wolverine shot selection, though, right now. They're 4-7 from the field. They've only taken a 1-3. A lot of stuff at the rim where it's high percentage.
Beautiful shot there by Anugwam. It looks like it was a 3. I wasn't sure if she had stepped inside or not, but they will count it as a 3. Utah Valley up just 2.
Based on the Wolverines' defense, the Gauchos are going to need to make those kind of shots if they're going to get a win here on the road.
Harvey sets the pick. De Los Santos, elbow J, in and out.
I like the pass there. It did not result kind of the way that they were hoping, but anytime you can reward the center for running the floor, I think that's beneficial.
All right, we'll have a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back in just a moment on the WAC Digital Network.
What is it about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking? Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. I'm Kyle Bruder with Matthew Biamonte on the call. The Wolverines lead 8-6. It's been a little sloppy, a lot of turnovers so far today, but the Wolverines still holding a bit of an edge. What have you liked so far from Utah Valley, Matt?
I think the ball movement in the half court's been really impressive, and I've liked that the Wolverines have pushed the pace when the opportunity's been there. We've seen several fast break opportunities. One didn't result in a point, but there was still a 2-on-1 opportunity, and then Cortez, as we saw recently, had that nice and one finish. And so I think, especially for this team, because they love to be in the half court, the more easy baskets they can get, the more dangerous it makes this team.
For sure. Something we've seen from Utah Valley in past years is, they've had some opportunities to run the fast break, but then they became so accustomed to running that half court offense that I feel like they missed a few opportunities, and it looks like they're really attacking in the moments where it's appropriate.
Yep.
So great to see that, and we are back in action. UCSB inbound under their own basket. Able to find some penetration and a beautiful 10-foot jumper by Anugwam, her 5th point, 2 buckets for her.
And that shot's going to be there all game. When the Wolverines or any team plays zone, there's pockets in the zone that you can get to. You just have to make the shots. And Santa Barbara's showing a capability of doing that.
Holland, drive and kick, baseline jumper is good by Braz'less. Braz'less, perfect from the field, 6 points.
One of several newcomers on this team that were not born in America. She's from Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. And we've seen the Wolverines in recent years. They've dipped into the foreign waters, and they've had great success with it.
They have. Allie Bates, one of those players. There have been a couple other players in the past, so
Georgia Agnew.
Ooh, the pull-up 3 by Cortez.
Hot start for Cortez. 5 points coming off the bench. She is dynamic.
Cortez had to wait for a little while to start last season. I can't remember what the rule was, but she couldn't start playing until about January because she was a transfer, and made an impact immediately. Won Wack Player of the Week honors once last season.
Most transfers make a switch in the offseason. However, some of them do it in the middle of the season, and if you do, you're eligible after a year of your next point. So that's why she had transferred mid-year and was eligible once that 1 year had expired. And I'm sure Coach Nixon was loving having her be eligible the second half of last year.
Cortez will check out, and in comes another newcomer, a true freshman center, Josie Williams.
Also back into the game is Emma Jones, a true freshman from Richfield, Utah. She has been feisty on the defensive end, causing a lot of pressure. We haven't mentioned this yet, but we do have to give credit to Santa Barbara, who they've really shot the ball a lot better the last couple minutes of this first quarter. I think we're in for a good game.
I think so too. It's been fun so far. Holland picks up the dribble. Long skip pass over to the corner. Back out to Jones. She'll pull the trigger from deep. Little strong, and the ball will go back to Santa Barbara.
It didn't result in an extra possession, but the effort of Jordan Holland has been fabulous this morning. Just deflections, wreaking havoc in the paint. That's her specialty.
As long as she can stay out of foul trouble, she's great at drawing offensive fouls, but depending on the situation and the officiating, sometimes those don't go your way, and if you draw a couple of personals while trying to draw the charge, then it gets her in some hot water. So hopefully she's been able to fine-tune that a little bit more this season.
That's going to be the next step for her. As young players, they tend to get into foul trouble. She's a junior now, and the Wolverines need her to stay out of foul trouble and play a lot of minutes.
Williams gets her own rebound and then is fouled on the putback, so she will head to the line.
6'5" freshman center from West Haven, Utah, from Roy High School. The Wolverines, this decade, they've had great success with tall centers. And I think that has to do with the nature of the offense here.
When you play a half-court offense, you've got to have a solid big in there. Utah Valley had 4 years of Sam Loggins out of, was it Boise, Idaho? I know she's from Idaho.
I'm not sure on the city, but it really starts long before Sam Loggins. I remember my first year on the broadcast before the Wolverines moved to the Wack, so this is going way back. They had a stretch 5 named Sammy Williams, I believe.
Was it Sammy Jensen?
Oh, yeah, there you go, Sammy Jansen. And she was a double-double every game.
Wow.
And so this team, as you mentioned, the center plays a big role, and it always has under Coach Nixon. Maybe this is the next iteration. Josie Williams.
It could be.
Looks like Carvalho is back into the game.
Yes, Carvalho. Williams. They'll go up top to Holland. Straight on 3. Just a bit outside.
I like that shot for her, though, because she loves to play in the post. Being able to stretch out and hit the long ball will open up her game.
For sure, and it's going to open things up down in the interior as well, finding cutters. So That's something to look for.
It's a good shot attempt. It didn't go in, but I like the shot attempt.
Carvalho causing fits on the defensive end. And nearly a turnover. And we'll have a shot clock violation as no rim on that shot. 10.4 seconds remain in the first quarter. Utah Valley up by 2.
Emma Jones might be the brown-haired version of Taylor Christensen. Just a hound on the defensive side of things, really causing a lot of havoc on the perimeter. Been super impressed with her.
And one of those freshman mistakes, you could call it. Carvalho tried to drive in, dump it down into her big, but time expired.
Yep, you got to be a little more aware of the clock there, but that will come with experience.
We'll take a break here on the Wack Digital Network, and we'll be right back for quarter number 2. Stick around.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests. From innovative exercise science, outdoor recreation, to STEM programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Utah Valley shooting 46% after the first quarter as a team compared to the 35% from Santa Barbara. 46 as a team, not bad.
The one area I think the Wolverines need to keep an eye on, it wasn't as much of a problem in the first quarter, but if the trend continues, it'll make it hard to win, is the rebounding. They're being out-rebounded by 5 right now, 11-6. If that continues throughout this game, that could prove to be an issue. So we'll have to keep an eye on the Wolverines team rebounding.
5 offensive rebounds as well for Santa Barbara. So the offensive rebounds are what can really kill you.
All in all, a good start. They've got to find a way to get Jordan Holland some easy looks, though. 0 of 3 in that first quarter, no points. I like to see her get a couple touches down low.
And it looks like we're going to have a clock issue, so an official's timeout. Looks like they got it sorted out. Utah Valley to inbound on the side. Carvalho to Jones. Excuse me, that's Braz'less, not Jones.
Trying to get down low. What a battle between these two centers. Another strip from Bruning.
Ball gets poked back out to Williams, and man, these teams are both scrappy.
We are seeing some high quality, low post defensive plays by both centers. I've been really impressed with Bruning, and then the help defense there. Was that Paris Jones who came diving in?
Yes, I believe so.
Great effort.
Carvalho inside to Williams. Lefty hook. She is fouled. No bucket.
They're going to say the travel. There's been a couple travel calls where it looks like there was contact, and
that's just the way cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. Santa Barbara.
There's that perimeter trap. Emma Jones. Man, it's hard to get around her.
Sahar had nowhere to go, so she threw it off a Wolverine leg, and Santa Barbara will take it out on the side. 21 on the shot clock.
The only way to beat that is to anticipate it and get the ball out before the trap comes. Right there, great example of that for a wide open 3. That is textbook offense My goodness, that was a thing of beauty.
Anuguam with her second triple today. She's up to 8 points, leads all scorers.
That is exactly how you beat the trap. Credit to the Gauchos there.
Holland able to go one-on-one inside, and I think we're going to have 3 in the key on Jordan Holland.
That was a quick 3. She was upset, and I don't blame her. Gauchos with their first lead of the game after that 3-point make on the previous possession. The corner was wide open again.
Driving inside, and we're going to have a foul. Looks like this will go against Williams, her first personal.
Anuguam has been very impressive for the Gauchos, a transfer from West Los Angeles Community College on the free throw line now for her potentially 9th and 10th point here in the first half.
Buries the free throw.
Cortez back into the game for UVU.
See if Cortez can give an offensive boost. She's 2 of 2 from the field with 5 points.
10 points now for Anuguam. 2 of 2. She hasn't missed. 3 of 3 from the field and 2 free throws. And the defensive ability has been stifling as well.
Carvalho. She'll pull up from the free throw line. In and out, no good. Couldn't quite get what she was looking for offensively.
Wolverines back into that trapping defense.
Holland able to cut it off, and the deflection will go to, looks like Jones able to clean it up.
Carvalho down low to Holland, her first easy bucket of the game, and just misses. I think she did draw a foul.
This one will go against Lee, her first personal foul.
Tough start for Holland, 0 for 4. But maybe getting to the free throw line will get her going.
Holland, a pretty good free throw shooter for a big. Shoots about 75% from the line. Makes the first one.
Subs coming for the Gauchos. Number 1, Paris Jones, and number 20, Celeste Salazar.
Both free throws good for Jordan.
Off the foot, unfortunate break for the Gauchos. They were looking for Coco Miller, and it just bounced right off her foot out of bounds. Unfortunate break. Gauchos still have the lead, though, and I don't believe the Wolverines have hit a field goal yet here in the second quarter.
No, chance to take the lead, though. Cortez straight on. She'll pull the trigger, and it doesn't quite get the friendly roll. Great rebound by Bruning. Baseline tries cutting inside, and Cortez breaks it up. That'll be another Utah Valley steal.
The interior defense for the Wolverines has been fantastic. Oh, what a move! Up and under, incredible.
Braz'less showing the versatility. She's up to 8 points.
She has a nice, crafty offensive game.
I think that's the best word to describe it, crafty. Long jumper, no good. Rebounded by Cortez. Utah Valley off and running.
I like the shot from Sahar. Unfortunately, it rattled in and out. Sahar now 1 of 5 from the field for the Gauchos.
Cortez, handoff to Carvalho. Carvalho, elbow jumper is good. Pretty shot.
And they're going to need Carvalho to hit that this season. It's important as a point guard to be dual threat. Think about some of the great point guards in the history of basketball. They were able to score as well as distribute.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, players can afford to double team and sag off of you when you're on the perimeter. And I think Carvalho is showing that she is a threat. Wide open triple on the way and good for Cortez.
Beautiful shot, wide open, no hesitation. Cortez, red hot for UVU.
Santa Barbara will call timeout. Utah Valley has regained the lead 24-18. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning music
to acting.
To theater programs.
There's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU. A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Utah Valley has gone on a little run, a 9-0 run over the last minute 51 and have retaken the lead 24-18. Braz'less and Cortez with 8 points apiece. They are shooting red hot. Braz'less 4 of 4, Cortez 3 of 4. And that's been one of the biggest differences. Utah Valley shooting 50% from the floor as a team, 80% from the free throw line. UC Santa Barbara on their heels, though, shooting 35%, and they have had a nice boost from, looks like, Brianna Anugwam.
Beautiful pass down low, easy finish for Bruning. That's what you want. You want high quality field goal attempts, and they got one right there.
De Los Santos. Holland thought about the straight-on three, but decided not to. Ooh, I think we're going to have an offensive foul. This is going to go against number 14, Braz'less. That'll be her first foul today.
Wolverines going into a bit of a full-court press here.
Santa Barbara, nice job breaking the press. Dump pass down, and great job by Utah Valley, triple teaming the pass inside. Leaves a wide open three, no good. Holland comes up with the board.
Carvalho will bring it up. You see the Gauchos doing a lot of switching. Cortez, she's had the hot hand.
Quick trigger. No basket, but they will call the foul on Santa Barbara. This is going to go against Jones.
Beautiful offensive rebound there from Braz'less. Man, she is quite the player.
Braz'less has been awesome today. I'm really liking, Coach Nixon, I said at the beginning of the game, she gave me the little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think you're going to like this team. She was right. I do like this team. In for Utah Valley for the first time today is Kamaili Candia. Redshirt freshman out of Honolulu, Hawaii. She'll dump it inside to Cortez. Quick jumper on the baseline is short.
Quality look for Cortez. No complaints there on that field goal attempt.
High post, tried to go low, but there's Utah Valley. The Wolverines have really been swarming inside on Bruning. It's kind of risky, wouldn't you say, though?
Yeah, I mean, I think in that particular case, the execution just wasn't there as the pass. It's got to be high. When you're passing from high post to low post, it really needs to be over the top of the defense. especially this defense that has so many players packed into the paint.
Cortez tries to close out. The shot is in and out, rebounded by Braz'less. De Los Santos off and running. She's going to take it right at her defender. Man, there was a lot of contact, a late whistle, but it will be a charge. De Los Santos will pick up her first. You see the replay, and yeah, she just plowed right into her.
I don't mind that possession, though. Pushing the pace, I think, is a good thing. You don't want it to result in a turnover, but Wolverines are looking to get some easy baskets, so there's no better way than to get out on the fast break.
Yeah, she tried to draw the foul. I think she knew she probably wasn't going to get a shot off over the larger defender, but I like that she tried to get to the free throw line. Still 24-20.
There's a much better entry pass to Bruning. Unfortunate she couldn't finish, but that's what it needs to be.
Braz'less with yet another rebound. Cortez will pull back and dump it off to Candia. Braz'less will skip it over. De Los Santos fakes the corner shot, knocked out of place. It'll stay with Utah Valley.
Both teams in a little bit of a drought. No points in the last 2 minutes, as we have about 4 minutes left here in the first half.
Candia into Williams. Couple of handoffs. Candia back to Braz'less. She'll pull up from the free throw line.
Oh, man!
Buries the jumper and the foul. We're looking at a special freshman right now, Matt.
The lefty pull up a hand in her face and is still able to finish. I know it's early, but she might be the go-to scorer for this Wolverines team this year.
She could be. She's definitely making her case, and she is on her way to a double-double with 10 points and 6 rebounds already in the first half.
At the small forward position, nonetheless.
Yeah. Can't connect on the free throw. Cortez gobbles up the rebound, though, and I think we may have a jump ball. Yes, we do.
And the arrow will go to the Gauchos.
It seemed like the ball's been going to the Gauchos like every jump ball.
It does seem
Am I
that
crazy?
way. Sub coming is Madison Grange, a freshman guard from Salt Lake City, Utah. Her first action. We've seen a lot of players here for the Wolverines. And there's still 2 players later in this year that will return in Leos and Bates. So we might have a very deep Wolverine squad.
Yeah, it seemed the way that we're seeing these young players play, the freshmen especially, might be the deepest team that we've seen in quite some time. Candia to Braz'less. Williams will take the long 2, in and out, no good.
Good look. That's something the Wolverines need her to do, is kind of stretch the floor from that center position.
Santa Barbara, skip pass. Anuguam in the corner. A lot of perimeter passing, and reaching the final destination right under the basket is Bruning. 9 points for her.
She's
with
been a
7
force.
boards.
9 and 7, well on her way to a double-double. Josie Williams has her hands full defensively with Bruning.
Braz'less, straight on. Candia had nowhere to go, so she'll pull back. 7 on the shot clock, gonna have to get a shot off. She'll attack, scoop, can't quite get it there, rebound Bruning. Miller will push the pace, goes right at De Los Santos and scores. We're tied up at 26.
Nice little answer from the Gauchos. They were on a 2-minute scoring drought, but they've erupted for 6 quick points with 2:20 left.
We'll take a little break here on the Wack Digital Network. Stick around for the remainder of the first half.
A Mountain Dew kickstart. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna leave it all on the mat, because that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Utah Valley and UCSB all tied up at 26 with 2:20 left in the first half. Matt, it's been a battle back and forth. It seems like Utah Valley has been able to go on a few big runs, and then Santa Barbara able to go on a couple of their own just barely.
It's been a fun basketball game. I'm having a great time here in the home opener.
Beautiful lefty scoop from Jordan Holland.
Her first field goal of the game. And a nice one at that. 4 points for Jordan Holland.
Nice ball movement from Santa Barbara, forcing Utah Valley's zone to run all over the place and resulting in a foul. This will go against Kiana de los Santos, her second personal.
Emma Jones will sub in for de los Santos, and Jones has been a pest defensively.
In the best possible way.
That's a compliment when you're talking about defense.
Oh, yeah. Jones out of Richfield, Utah. Some of the best fishing on earth in Richfield at Fish Lake, for those of you who didn't know.
A little plug there.
Oh, yeah. I will plug Fish Lake all day. Speaking of Jones, she comes up with the turnover. And not the best pass.
That's
by
twice
Carvalho.
now from Carvalho, where she's running the break, and that's exactly what she should be doing, but she needs to read the defender. She wants to pass, but if they're going to close the passing lane, then she's got to go to the rim and finish.
Just took a little bit too long to decide what she wanted to do. 3 on the way, back iron from Holland.
1 of 5 from the field for Jordan Holland, though all of her shots have been high-quality shots. They're just not going down.
Beautiful pass up top. Unable to connect is Bruning, and Carvalho comes up with the rebound.
Bruning has played a lot of minutes in this first half. I got to wonder if fatigue is playing an issue. And it always is in the first game. I mean, you can practice all you want, but game shape is different than practice shape. And
especially when you've been practicing on the coast and then you come to Utah.
Exactly.
The elevation will take its toll.
Yep. She's got her hands on her hips, so you can tell that Bruning is tired.
Corner 3 is no good from Anugwam.
Smart substitution there, as we could clearly see that Natalie Bruning was gassed, needed a breather. And so the sub coming is number 40, Megan Ormiston from Murrieta, California. Final shot for UVU.
10 on the clock. Carvalho, hesitation.
Wide
Holland.
open.
She'll bury the 3, 4 seconds left, and it looks like time will expire. Utah Valley able to go up by 5 at the end of the first half.
I love the defense there from Emma Jones to put the pressure on that final shot attempt. Great finish to the half for the Wolverines, who take their largest lead here in the second quarter.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back for a little halftime show and see you for the second half.
Make some noise!
Let's do this.
Late. Go time, come on.
Creative, the world needs an answer.
Give us the answer.
Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go.
2 seconds.
Creators run the show.
We want the answer.
From the cage to the stage. Rise up from the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you.
Place for you at UVU.
Place to engage,
to rise,
to succeed,
to become.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Dear James, when you were born, I nicknamed you Lucky. But luck has nothing to do with it. You've created your own path. The hours in our driveway paved the way to state championships.
So James Harden, how does it feel to be MVP?
Feels great, though. In the desert, you grew your game, and you shattered expectations. It wasn't long until you suited up for draft day.
James Harden.
Looking back now, you've always been creative. Doing it your way, on your terms. You were dreaming big then, but when you left me that note, keep this paper, I'ma be a star. You were already my brightest star.
MVP, baby! Step back three, bottom! James Harden!
And now, you're showing everyone else.
Oh! Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna leave it all on the mat. Cause that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. I'm Kyle Bruder alongside Matthew Baiamonte. The first half of the first game of the season is in the books for Utah Valley. They're leading 33-28. A brand new crop of players for the Wolverines. A couple of starters that have been here a little while, not playing due to injury today, but the freshmen have been impressing.
Especially Eve Braz'less, who has 10 points on 5 of 5 from the field, along with 6 rebounds. I've been really impressed with the way that she's played. I mean, she hit a very tough mid-range jumper. She had a baseline jumper. She's getting into the rebounding battle. I think that she might be one of those players that the Wolverines rely on this season.
She's been solid, and sometimes you see a player have a breakout game offensively and it's kind of a fluke, but you know it's not a fluke when she's doing all the other little things too. She's rebounding the ball, she's playing defense, communicating with her teammates, so she just looks like she has a really high basketball IQ, and I think that's gonna produce results in the season. So as for UC Santa Barbara, Anugwam has been an absolute beast, knocking down shots, getting steals. She does have 3 turnovers, but in 13 minutes of play, 10 points. She's 2 of 3 from 3, 3 of 4 from the field. She's going to have to continue to play well, have a solid second half, but the real difference is, can Santa Barbara get the ball down into the post where they've been trying to get it? Utah Valley's been able to break up a handful of passes, but when they're able to get it to her, it's been successful.
Bruning has been an absolute force for the Gauchos. However, she did show signs of fatigue at the end of that second quarter, so we'll have to keep an eye on how effective can she be during long periods of time, because she's been a very big advantage for them in the first half. But if she's fatigued and she's not able to run up and down the floor and provide that energy, then I would give an advantage to the Wolverines on the interior. So we'll have to keep an eye on her fatigue level, but when she has been effective, she's been brilliant for the Gauchos.
Top 2 things that you've liked from Utah Valley so far?
I liked the ball movement, and I liked the perimeter defense. I think that they had a lot of high-quality looks offensively that was a result of their system. And defensively, they've produced, let's get the exact number here, they've 11 turnovers. So they're getting a lot of deflections and opportunities in the fast break, and if that continues, they'll be in the driver's seat.
Now, top 2 things you feel like Utah Valley can do just a little bit better in the second half?
I think that their fast break execution needs to improve. There's been a number of opportunities for easy buckets where the point guard, specifically Carvalho, should have kept the ball and laid it up, and she turned it over. So if they can clean that up, get a few more easy points, the lead could even be more than 5. And then that's really the only thing. I think it's just cleaning up their fast break offense and maybe hitting the defensive glass a little harder. They have given up 17 rebounds, so they're being out-rebounded by 2. They were better in the second quarter, but if they can win that battle, I think they will win.
All right, you heard it from Matt. Just about to get underway, about 2 minutes away from half number 2 in the first game of the season. We're excited over here. The atmosphere is fun. Love basketball season. Coach Nixon excited about this new squad, a lot of young players. So stick around. You don't want to miss half number 2 on the Wack Digital Network. We'll be right back.
Utah has embodied the spirit of industry. From the first transcontinental railroad to the first department store, we've led the way. As part of the Murdoch Auto team, we're proud to carry on this tradition. That's because when we say you are the heart of our business, it's more than just a slogan. It's our commitment to the values we all hold dear with no regrets. You've got to come see why you truly are the heart of our business. Murdoch Hyundai of Linden, part of the Murdoch Auto team. Click MurdochHyundaiLinden.com.
I decided to go to college to further my education and define my purpose in the world and be a part of something much bigger than myself.
I wanted to set up the best possible future for myself, both academically and athletically. I try to learn from everyone, whether that be professors, my teammates, or other student athletes.
I try to see everyone as an opportunity to learn. Everyone has a story to tell, and I think there's a moral and something you can learn from it.
The buzzer sounds, and we are back for half number 2. Utah Valley up 5, 33-28. The Wolverines shooting 48% from the field as a team. 3 of 9 from deep, 67% from the free throw line. Not the best percentage, but 4 of 6. Can't be mad. Turnovers are a little high. They've got 10 so far. 11 turnovers for Santa Barbara, but we are underway. Carvalho, handoff to Jordan Holland, and up top to Braz'less, who had a solid first half. Carvalho, wing 3 is no good, rebounded by Anugwam.
I love the shot, though. They need her to be aggressive offensively. She does have 5 assists and 4 points, so
5 assists in the first half. That's impressive. It's broken up. Carvalho. She'll just pull up.
Yes, that's exactly what we talked about in the halftime show. Is she's got to read that defender, and that defender knew that she wanted to pass. Instead, she pulled up and buried the jumper. That is fantastic.
Oh! Great block inside Williams.
Wolverines defensively are red hot here to start the third quarter.
Holland will skip it up top. They're looking for Williams. Williams well defended inside. Carvalho is going to take that high pick. She pulls up for a mid-range, kind of fading to the side, but the offensive board goes to Utah Valley. Another offensive board, can't connect as Holland. She'll put it up, can't connect this time. Tip it up, can't connect. Williams gets the rebound, and she is, looks like we'll have a jump ball.
I love the effort on the glass, though. It didn't result in a point, but that was 4 offensive rebounds in a row. Wham, bam, and just like that, they are winning the rebounding battle. Great effort there. Unfortunate it didn't result in a bucket, though. Paris Jones has got to step in and take that 3. Wide open at the top of the key.
3 is no good. Rebounded by Jordan Holland, her 5th rebound today.
I think she just had 5 rebounds on the previous possession.
Pretty much, just about. She probably had 3 of them. Braz'less, top of the key. Carvalho, they'll dump it down inside to Williams. Holland fakes, drives, and is blocked. Great defensive stand by Bruning.
Junior center from Newport Beach, California. What a dream to grow up in that part of the country.
Yes, that is the dream. Carvalho's got to get it in. She does. Baseline jumper, Jones, way too strong. That'll be a shot clock violation.
I like that the Wolverines, they're not letting their offense dictate their effort on the defensive end. They haven't given up a point yet here in the third quarter.
Drive and kick. Anugwam is short on the 3. Holland with another rebound.
What a move and a nice pass.
Just a little strong. Rebound Williams. She'll go up and she is fouled.
What a move there from Eve Braz'less, though. I thought she was going to go reverse with the left hand, but smart play from her to hit the wide open Jones.
I love that she is aggressive when it's necessary, but she's also unselfish.
Yep, she's a willing passer. And I think that whole, even though Jones wasn't able to hit the 3, it was that penetration by Braz'less that has Williams on the free throw line right now.
Williams buries both free throws.
Game high lead for the Wolverines now at 9 points, and if they can really open this up here in the third quarter, they've got an opportunity to get a nice
pressure
win.
Coming. Santa Barbara able to break it. Kick outside. Jones will skip it. Wing 3 is in and out, no good, and the ball will stay here.
I feel for Sahar. She is 0 of 6 from downtown, and 4 of those have been halfway down and bounced out. She's getting great looks. I love that she keeps shooting. Those are just painful misses as a shooter, though, when it feels good
hurt.
and it goes halfway down and comes out. That's tough.
De Los Santos checks in for Jones. Quality corner look from Anuguam, unable to connect, and I think we'll have a foul. This will go against Santa Barbara on Miller. 6:45 left in the third quarter. Utah Valley up by 9.
Carvalho quietly putting together a nice game. 6 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds.
Braz'less, nice pass inside. Cortez turns the shoulder and rattles out, but Hollins there to clean it up. No whistle. She is blocked again.
Bruning has been a force defensively. Her second block, along with 8 rebounds.
Arrid pass goes right into the hands of Carvalho. She dumps it off early this time, and the easy lay-in for De Los Santos.
Great awareness and finish from the Wolverines. Game high lead at 11. We'll take a break here on the Wack Digital Network. Wolverines lead by 11 here in the UCCU Center, and their defense has been stifling here in the third quarter. The Gauchos are 0 of 4 from the field with no points after 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And that's really been the catalyst for UVU all night, is their offense has been efficient, but their defense is what's really provided them ample opportunity to open up this 11-point lead.
You know, I love the fact that Utah Valley has been able to score 13 points off of those 13 turnovers. Utah Valley, in recent years, we've seen, yes, they can, they'll have a solid defensive stand and then they'll wait and set up their offense, but the Wolverines have been playing a much quicker paced game than I personally think I've ever seen. So it's been a lot of fun to watch. Santa Barbara inside. Jones just gets blocked, and I think we'll have a foul.
They're going to get Holland.
Looked like Holland just had her hand right on the ball, but she may have hip-checked her a little bit or something. Either way, whistle blown, and Jones will head to the free throw line.
A much-needed trip for the Gauchos here, looking for their first point of the quarter.
It rattles in and out and back in again.
Ends the scoring streak as they are looking to get this lead back down to single digits. And they do. Jones with their first 2 points of the game. Looks like Josie Williams will check back in for the Wolverines. Braz'less will take a little breather. I'm disappointed in that substitution just from an entertainment perspective. Braz'less has been dazzling in her debut for the Wolverines.
Should we call her Dazzless?
I don't know. I'm not ready.
All right, okay.
I'm not ready to buy into that nickname.
Okay. Holland, top of the key. She'll hand off. Williams fake.
What a move.
And gets it stripped. It was a nice move, but great job by Jones to sneak in and gobble it up, and resulting in Williams committing a foul. That'll be her second personal foul, I believe.
There's the full court press. They love that look with De Los Santos. She might be one of the better on-ball defenders. They love to get her in the full court.
Sahar, they'll dump it down inside. Bruning able to score with ease.
Beautiful entry pass to Bruning, who now has 11 points and 9 rebounds, very close to the double-double. I think she'll get one before this game's over.
Holland, she'll go right at her defender, scoop and score with the right hand.
That's what makes Jordan Holland special. She's got that quick step that allows her at that power forward position to be able to drive past her defenders.
Fading mid-range jumper is no good for Sahar. It's been a tough outing for Sahar. 1 of 9 from the field. Carvalho. Up top, De Los Santos. Cortez, she'll step back into a 3. Little too strong. Rebounded by Sahar. Sahar gets it down inside and throws it just over the top. Ends up out of play. Utah Valley will get the ball back.
Just an unfortunate miscommunication between Sahar and Anuguam. Sahar wanted her to be in the corner. Anuguam was cutting to the basket, results in a turnover, and I think that's just a product of early season miscommunications that they'll figure out as the year goes along.
For sure. We'll take a break on the Wack Digital Network. Utah Valley up 41-32.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests. From innovative exercise science, outdoor recreation to STEM programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
We're back here in the UCCU Center where the Wolverines have really opened things up here in the third quarter. They lead by 9. It's been really a team effort for the Wolverines here. Holland has 9 points. She had that slow start, but has kind of heated up. 9 and 6 for her. Braz'less has 10. Cortez has 8. Carvalho with 6 assists and 3 rebounds. It's been nice. And we haven't talked about this enough, but Wolverines are missing probably their best offensive player from a year ago in Gabby Leos.
Yeah.
And then Allie Bates was one of their best bench players. So they're down 2 key players from a year ago. This team's going to be deep. They're going to be dangerous as the year goes along.
Jones fakes the 3, pull up mid-range, a little short, gets her own rebound. And she is fouled. It'll stay here.
This is a pivotal moment of the game for both teams. The Wolverines have been dominant here in the third quarter, but the Gauchos are hanging around. The Wolverines really want to get a stranglehold in this game. They got to finish this quarter out strong, and the Gauchos can erase a tough beginning to the third quarter with a strong finish right here.
Carvalho, a cutting Cortez. Williams will set that high screen. Another baseline, an elbow J from Carvalho, and she has been good from that mid-range spot.
Ever since the break, I think it was just getting that first half of college basketball out of the way. She's been much more decisive in her decisions, and it's resulted in some easy buckets. She has 8 points now with 6 assists.
Nice stop by Utah Valley. Bruning unable to connect. Carvalho with 8 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Cortez, jab step, free throw jumper, buried it.
Beautiful shot from Cortez, a smooth stroke. She's up to 10 points now. A 6-0 run for the Wolverines.
Jones nearly stolen away. Short on the jumper was Anugwam. Had a really solid first half, but has gone a little bit cold here in the third quarter.
Gauchos, no points in the last 3 minutes. They got to be careful here. This one's going to slip away heading into the fourth.
Braz'less to Cortez. She'll step back. Little too strong. Two minutes left in the third quarter. Jones straight on. Inside Lee. And a corner three is good from Anugwam. She's up to 13 points. Puts an end to her cold streak.
Much needed basket for the Gauchos. They got to hang around here for the next minute 42. If they want a chance in the fourth quarter.
Carvalho gets it snatched, but she commits the foul. Carvalho was kind of bobbling the ball, and Anugwam got a little too aggressive.
Jordan Holland, sorry to cut you off
That's
there.
all right.
We'll check back in. I think we were going to say Anugwam now has, that's her first personal foul.
Her first, but it's the fourth team foul on Santa Barbara, so the next one should send them to the free throw line. Beautiful move inside, can't connect though. And looks like Braz'less stepped out of bounds, so a ball will go back to the Gauchos.
Another substitution for the Wolverines, this time number 5. Kamile Candia.
Yes. Wolverines trying to put the pressure on again. Leaves a wide open look from the wing. No good for Vieira.
The Gauchos have had many good looks, but they're only shooting 22% from downtown. 4 of 18.
Holland drives, kicks out to Jones. Cortez has a look from 3. She'll pull the trigger. Too strong on that one.
Sometimes you're too open.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she was so open there that it took her out of her natural rhythm.
Cortez comes around the backside and will commit the foul. Bruning will head to the line.
If you're a Gauchos fan, you got to be thrilled. You've only scored 7 points this quarter, but you've got a chance to cut the lead to 8 with 39 seconds to go. That's what they needed to do. Sometimes you just have to hang around when you're in a slump. If they can make both of these free throws here, they are hanging around.
No good on the first free throw. Bruning will get one more. Just one rebound away from a double-double, 13 points, 9 boards. She knocks down the back end.
Single-digit lead here. And they're going to have the last shot. So if they get a stop and a bucket, things could get real interesting heading into the fourth.
Candia will hand off to Grange. Candia straight on, 15 on the shot clock. Jones, step back 3, it's on the way, a little short. Gutsy shot.
And it's a foul on the rebound, so that's going to give free throws to the Gauchos. Or is it? Not yet.
No, that'll be...
They're 1 away from being in the bonus. So
both teams are.
Hey, this is where you want to be. A bucket here.
Beautiful drive and unable to connect. Battle for the rebound. Santa Barbara has it. 3 seconds left. 3-ball on the way. Back iron, no good. Holland. And time will expire. We are 3 quarters in, and Utah Valley leads by 9. It wasn't the prettiest quarter, but Utah Valley's been able to maintain that lead. We got 1 more quarter to go. Stick around on the Wack Digital Network. We'll be back in a moment.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning music
to acting.
To theater programs.
There's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU. A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Welcome back to the UCCU Center. The Wolverines holding a 9-point lead over the Gauchos of UC Santa Barbara. The third quarter, let's be honest, it wasn't that pretty. Utah Valley shot 25%, 5 of 20, and the Gauchos shot 16.7%, 2 of 12. So both teams took a significant dip in the third quarter.
The Wolverines, they were able to extend their lead from 5 at the break until 9, but they really missed an opportunity to take a commanding lead there, as you mentioned, 16% shooting. But they're in a great position. All things considered, they're in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
Right. Candia got bumped, but they're going to call a foul on Jordan Holland. Candia will check out, and back in comes
Carvalho.
Maria Carvalho out of Lisbon, Portugal.
We need to get her recruiting story.
We do.
Sure, it's
we're gonna. Lee fakes, kicks it out. Another fake. The floater is in and out, no good. Ball out of play will go to UVU.
Tough break for the Gauchos. They've had so many of those shots in this game that have looked good and just don't fall.
Yep. Carvalho will walk it up. She'll skip it over to Jones. Jones will pull the trigger. No good. Rebound. Holland gets a hand on it. And a fresh shot clock for UVU.
Great effort there from Holland.
Carvalho looking for Williams. Williams well defended. Braz'less had nowhere to go. 10 on the shot clock. Carvalho, she'll drive in, kick it out. Corner 3 on the way and good from Jordan Holland.
Another assist for Carvalho. That's 7 now, and Jordan Holland up to 12 points. That leads UVU.
Ball skipped way over to the corner. Shot up and a little short from Vieira. Carvalho and Utah Valley with numbers. Jones able to score.
Beautiful fast break from the Wolverines, and that was a great decision from Carvalho. 8 assists now to go along with 8 points and 4 rebounds.
It's impressive, very impressive. For your first outing as a Wolverine, as a freshman. Mid-range J, no good. Rebound to Carvalho.
She's been spectacular in the second half. Really impressed. She has been commanding the game.
Braz'less for 3, no good.
That would have been I don't want to call it a dagger because there's a lot of time left, but that would have been a big momentum swinger for the Wolverines. Although they do have their game-high lead at 14. We'll see if they can hold on after this.
A Mountain Dew kickstart. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna leave it all on the mat, because that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back inside the UCCU Center. It is wild in here as we have probably 5 or 6 elementary schools packing the place, making a fun environment. Utah Valley with their largest lead. They are up 50-36, 7:45 left in the game. Matt, give me your thoughts on the first game of the year for Utah Valley. So many newcomers and a couple of starters out due to injury, but it hasn't seemed to matter much.
I think it's been a picture-perfect start for the Wolverines. They're up 14 at home. They're getting significant contributions from newcomers. Bayeux with 8, Braz'less with 10. Josie Williams has been good. She has 4 points and 5 rebounds. Jordan Holland's been good. If they continue to develop that chemistry before they hit the road at the end of December, they've got a chance to have one of their better records they've had in Wack play.
Ball nearly turned over. A new Guam in the corner. They dump it down finally inside with the easy bucket for Bruning. When they're able to get her a quality look, it's a great offensive possession, but they've had a hard time. Why do you think it's been so hard for them to get the ball inside to her?
I think the Wolverines have just game planned to pack the paint. It's just been crowded down there.
Holland, drop step, can't connect, but there's Williams. She cleans it up.
Nice offensive rebound from Williams. And we talked about the rebounding at the end of the first quarter. And now they trailed by 5. They were getting out-rebounded. But look at the rebounding now. Wolverines +9 in the rebounding department. They have really increased their effort on the glass, and it's paid off.
That's what it comes down to, is when you see a rise in rebounds, it's a rise in effort. Short on the 3, but there was Miller to clean it up with a nifty reverse layup. UCSB with their first bucket of the quarter, I think. Second bucket, excuse me. Holland, she'll drive in, float it up, no good.
4 of 14 for Jordan Holland. She's had a good game. You would like to see the efficiency be a little higher from a field goal perspective.
A new Guam with the baseline J. She's up to 15 points.
Every time you think this game's over, Santa Barbara makes a little push, and that's going to cause a quick timeout from Coach Nixon. We'll stay here with this one. I think it's a 30-second. You got to credit Santa Barbara. They're getting out-rebounded. They're shooting a lower field goal percentage, but they're finding ways to hang around. Credit to them.
Yeah, they've done a solid job. Haven't quit. Bruning has just been an absolute force. 16 points, 9 rebounds. She's been at 9 rebounds for quite a while now. She hasn't been able to surpass that double-double hump, but plenty of time for her to do that. And it looks like Santa Barbara's, they've they found a way to get her open a little bit more. Utah Valley's done a great job of jumping in the passing lane and double and triple teaming her, trying to prevent the lob pass underneath, but I think Santa Barbara's made a couple adjustments on how they get the ball to her.
Both teams back on the floor. A quick inbound to Carvalho. The Gauchos weren't ready. And the whistle blew the official, and they took advantage.
I think Coach Nixon saw that, and Carvalho just ran right under the basket and was, clapping her hands. Hey, hey, hey. And resulted in a bucket. Ball will stay with Santa Barbara.
10 points now for Carvalho. 10 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. What a debut.
Yeah. And she's not done yet. Miller.
She's got a very different game. I know we talked about this in the pregame, but she's got big shoes to fill. Mariah Seals was a standout for this program for a long time, and she was one of the better point guards the Wolverines have ever seen. She graduated last year.
Yeah.
And Carvalho's game, it's very different.
It's very different. Mariah Seals, she started out as kind of a gunner. She could put up points. She had multiple 30-point outings, but her passing got better as she became older. She started averaging 5 or 6 assists a game as she was in her junior and senior years, but she was the focal point of the offense for Utah Valley. It seems like Carvalho is not going to be an offensive focal point, but she could be. Yes.
She could be, but she's doing what Coach Nixon wants, and she's getting others involved. It's been a long time since we've seen – there's 4 players on the floor right now for the Wolverines, Kyle, that have double-digit scoring. It's a balanced attack. And there's not a right or wrong way to win a basketball game, but it is a little harder when you have to focus on multiple players. But it's also hard to stop an incredibly talented player like Seals was, and not many teams did it.
Exactly.
But when you don't know who the focal point's going to be from night in and night out, it's a little hard to game plan defensively. And I think that's going to make the Wolverines difficult come conference time.
Beautiful pass inside, just over the outstretched hands of Jordan Holland, and that'll be another Bruning bucket. She's up to 18.
Wow, 18 and 9. She is awesome.
Braz'less. She'll go back to Carvalho. Carvalho nearly gets it stolen away. Lot of traffic, no whistle, and the ball will go out of play, staying with the Wolverines, I think. Nope. This will go back to Santa Barbara. Still a 10-point deficit, 4:19 left.
It's not over yet. If they hit a couple threes, they're right back in it. We'll see what the Wolverines defense can do to continue that effort. They want to go down low, but denied. Braz'less. Great play.
Cortez on the left wing. Ball poked away by Anuguam. She will have an easy left-handed layup all alone. She's up to 17 points.
That's a nice pickup for Coach Bonnie Henriksen and the Gauchos. A transfer. She looks like she's going to be a great player for them.
Absolutely.
Only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, and 3 steals for her as well today. Pull-up 3 is just a little too strong. Braz'less cleans it up, puts it up with the left hand. It's good.
Braz'less now 12 points, 7 rebounds. She's a very good rebounding forward.
Make that 8 rebounds, actually. 12 and 8. Multiple players with solid debuts. And a nice scoop by Miller. Ball out of play, but we're going to have a timeout on the floor. A full timeout from Coach Nixon. We'll take a break on the Wack Digital Network. Stick around.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's It's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Utah Valley up 56-48, under 3 minutes left in the game. 26 on the shot clock, Utah Valley to inbound. Holland will give it right back to Carvalho. Braz'less looking for a cutter. They'll go back to Carvalho. Eight on the shot clock. Carvalho will drive in, wanted the shot. She'll kick it back out to Holland for a long three off the mark. Rebounded by Bruning, and that will give Bruning her double-double. And a quick transition bucket by Anuguam. She's up to 19 points. Cortez gets bumped on her way to the basket. The shot is no good. First team foul on Santa Barbara, so Utah Valley will take it out on the baseline. Carvalho able to lob it up over the top to Jordan Holland. Braz'less, top of the key. We've got players fighting through screens. This will go against Salazar of Santa Barbara. Williams will check back in for Utah Valley. It's turning into a close game, just over 2 minutes, but only a 6-point lead for Utah Valley. Jones takes the handoff, now back up top to Braz'less. Carvalho comes around a screen, she gets bumped. That'll be another quick foul. 3 quick fouls on Santa Barbara. A new shot clock for Utah Valley. Braz'less inbound to Jones. Carvalho will hand it off. Utah Valley milking that clock. Braz'less. And I think we're going to have another Santa Barbara foul with 1:37 on the clock. One more will put them in the bonus. Carvalho finds a cutting Braz'less. Pretty play. 14 points for Braz'less to lead Utah Valley. .120 remains. Anuguam will drive and float it up and in. She's up to 21 points to lead all scorers. Santa Barbara will call timeout. 58-52 with 1:15 remaining. We'll take one more quick break on the Wack Digital Network. We'll be right back.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
A minute 15 left in the game. Utah Valley's first game of the season here at home against Santa Barbara. Wolverines with the ball and Jones to inbound on the opposite side of the court. Jones into Braz'less. They'll go back to her. Braz'less is fouled, and that will send her to the free throw line. Not a lot of free throws today. Only 16 free throws combined for both teams. This will be number 9 and number 10 for Utah Valley. Free throws up and good for the lefty Braz'less. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Braz'less knocks down both. She's up to 16 to lead Utah Valley. .110 remains. They dump it down inside into Bruning, and she is fouled from behind. Looks like the foul will be called on Jordan Holland. Third foul on her. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. And if you're Santa Barbara, you want to get as many points as possible without the clock running. Bruning unable to knock down the first. She will get one more. Free throw no good. Braz'less comes up with the board. 9 rebounds now for Braz'less, 1 away from a double-double. Free throw is good for Braz'less, 17 for her. She'll get one more. Second free throw is no good for Braz'less. Under a minute to play. Anuguam drive and kick into Bruning. She'll step through and score. 20 and 10 for Bruning, and a steal on the other end. Cortez able to get a hand on the ball. 7-point lead for Utah Valley, 42 seconds left. And somehow the ball got wedged underneath the seats, so we are going to wait a moment. Our producer Juan is climbing under to retrieve the ball. I honestly don't know, and he's completely under. I can't see his feet anymore. And I'd send us to break, but Juan's the guy who sends us to break. So, oh, there they go. The ball, I guess it rolled all the way under. And we've got the ball back. Three ball on the way, and it is short. Rebounded by Bruning. Oh, man, that's going to be an offensive foul if I've ever seen one. Definitely threw her shoulder into, I think it was Cortez or Holland. Another timeout on the floor. We'll stay with this one. 61-54. Utah Valley will get the ball back. It is very difficult to pick a player of the game for Utah Valley if they are able to come out with the victory. Carvalho with 10 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds as a true freshman in her first game as a Wolverine. And then you have Braz'less in her first game as a Wolverine with 17 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Cortez with 10 points. Holland with 12 points, 9 rebounds. It's tough. It is very tough. We will find out in a moment. I'm sure we'll get a post-game interview with Coach Nixon, as well as a player or two. The Wolverines to inbound under, no, not their basket. Looks like Cortez will inbound on the side. Carvalho is fouled from behind. She will head to the free throw line. No free throw attempts for Carvalho so far. This will be her first trip. Carvalho's first free throw rattles in. Second one is good as well. Utah Valley up 9 with 25 seconds remaining. Desperation three on the way. Back iron no good. And Utah Valley able to track down the rebound. Carvalho will hold on to the ball. She gets it stripped, but I think the ball is kicked out of play, so it will go back to UVU with 11 seconds left. Carvalho gets the inbound, and she will dribble it out. And that will do it. The Wolverines win their first game of the season, 63-54. We'll take a break real quick on the Wack Digital Network and be back for some post-game.
Kickstart. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna leave it all on the mat, because that's what I do when I get it done so I can do it. Yeah! I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level. Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Just a moment. All right, thanks for joining us on the Wack Digital Network. I'm here with Eve Braz'less, your first game as a Wolverine, and you put up 17 points and 9 rebounds, and you're from Australia, right?
Yes.
So what brings you to Utah Valley?
Basketball, of course, it's just a really good opportunity here. I like the coaches, I knew some of the players when I met the Australians that was here, and I just want to come play college ball, see if I can do it, and I really love this team, so I'm really excited to see how we go this season.
It was really impressive so far. Extremely thrilled about the performance, and you guys have a 6-game home stand before you guys hit the road at all. What does it mean to come away with a strong home performance before you guys leave?
It's really confidence building for us. It'll be really good to hopefully get some wins here, and then we'll be, playing really well as a team and good when we go to our away games, and hopefully can get a bunch of wins over there as well.
You guys were picked pretty low in the preseason polls. Do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder this season?
I think we all do, and really it's just, challenge accepted for us. Like, we'll be the underdogs, and that's all right. People will just underrate us. I mean, I guess that's maybe what this team did, and that's what we can do. We'll just show them what we can do and play our game. We know we can win. That's all that matters.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
I got to get that mic turned the right way. See if that'll work.
Is it going?
Yeah, that's a lot
I hear
better.
it now, yeah.
All right, Coach. First game of the season, you got a 6-game homestand, which seems a little different than what we're used to. Come away with the win. How do you feel about your team's performance?
I'm really happy. I'm really happy about today. When you start 4 freshmen, you never know exactly how that's going to go. And I was thinking the other day, we might be one of the youngest teams in the country. No seniors. One of our juniors is out, so, starting 4 freshmen, but, man, they played good. Really proud of them. This was an awesome atmosphere. Just shout out to Bill Hoops, Cameron Deering, all these marketing guys. This was a record attendance for women's basketball here at UVU, and I'm glad we could come out with a win today.
There were some big shoes to fill. You guys lose your 2 top scorers last season in Mariah Seals and Taylor Christensen, and, there's always that question, who's going to fill in and kind of pick up some of the scoring load. It was a well-balanced attack from just about everybody today. Braz'less obviously led the way, 17 points, and Carvalho, almost a double-double, 12 points, 9 assists as a freshman. So what do you think, based on what you saw today, what are you going to expect from the young leadership from her? Because it seems like she's, a well-seasoned player on this team already.
Well, both of those kids, their international experience at a high level is one of the things that really drew us to them. We knew we could draw on that. But you said balanced effort, and that's going to be us. Yeah. It's going to be one person one day and another person another day. But thought we did a lot of the intangibles tonight. We had some really good stops defensively. Our goal is to hold them kind of around that 50-point mark, and that's a pretty good team. That big kid kind of got the best of us a couple times, but it's fun to watch Josie in there, getting some experience, and love coaching this team. They're awesome girls. They make me better every day by who they are and how they work, and I'm just really proud of them.
Last question for me, Coach. Obviously, there's never a perfect game. What would you like to see a little bit different in the next game?
Yeah, I thought we had some times defensively we kind of missed assignments, but and then obviously I don't ever like to turn the ball over. I thought we got a little rushed offensively. When a team pressures like that, it kind of makes you feel like you got to hurry up and do stuff. But we were able to settle in and capitalize on it. So I'll just celebrate what's good and watch the film and try to fix it.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you.
All right, you heard it from Coach Kathy Nixon. That is going to wrap it up for us. Again, Utah Valley, your final score is 63-54. Many home games yet to come. The Wolverines started off Santa Barbara. They'll be playing against Laverne on November 8th at 8 p.m. We will see you then on the Wack Digital Network.